The last example in section 912 is finding the height of isosceles triangles or dealing with isosceles triangles. As a reminder, isosceles triangles means that two sides are equal. So this one says an isosceles triangle has legs of 16 and a base of 12. Often students get confused about knowing which number is representing the two equal sides. Well, we're talking about two sides, which means it's plural. We have legs and we have base. The one here that is plural is legs. So that means the legs are the two equal sides, 16 and 16. Then it says the base is 12, so this right here is 12. They want us to find the height and then the perimeter of that triangle and the area of the triangle. The problem is we don't have a right triangle right now. These angles are not 90 degrees, so we need to manipulate this a little bit in order to make a 90-degree triangle. What I could do is I could draw a line halfway in the middle and make a 90-degree angle. Essentially what I've done is created two separate triangles. Those two triangles are equal though. So what we could do is for just a minute, we could isolate this triangle, kind of zoom in on it. Just deal with that in order to find our missing side, because now we have a right triangle. This is 16. This is our height, that's what we're looking for. And then here's the tricky part, and this is another one where students get a little bit lost and confused. When we took this bottom, this base, and we cut it in half, we need to take this 12 and split it into 6 and 6, because 6 plus 6 gets us back to the original 12. So for the time being, we're going to treat this triangle as a base of 6, a height of who knows, and a hypotenuse of 16. So normally our Pythagorean theorem says a squared plus b squared equals c squared. What we know is a, in this case, is our height. That's what we're missing right here. B is 6, and c is 16. So now what we need to do is simplify in order to solve. So we have h squared plus 36 equals 16 squared, which is 256. Then we minus 36 on both sides. Chunga chunga, h squared is 220, and we square root both sides. When we square root 220, we find that the height is 14.83. Now, once you finish finding the height, you have to go back to the original triangle to find the perimeter and the area. So we're going to split the triangle to calculate height, which we have done. Then go back to the original. Go back to the OG and find the rest, okay? So for perimeter, what we're going to do is find the perimeter of the original triangle, which was 12 for the base, and then 16 and 16. So that's 32 plus 10 is 42, 43, 44. So our perimeter is 44. And then we have to find the area of the original. This one, you're going to take the base, which was 12, times the height. That's what we had to calculate. We had to calculate that 14.83. That's why it was important. You can't find the area unless you have the height. Then you're going to divide that by 2. So the base times the height you found divided by 2. And again, that's the base of the original triangle. And we get 88.98. And then make sure, if you're putting units, or I guess on the quizzes, make sure you have units. So area will always be squared, everything else will just be the regular unit.